Hi friends, very good morning to you all, and I am Dr. M.H. Chennaiya, Vice Principal at Saptagiri College of Engineering, Bangalore, and former Principal at Dr. Shivakumar Mahaswamy College of Engineering, Bangalore. Friends, in today's session, we are going to have the development of a pentagonal prism. So let me explain you about this pentagonal prism. Pentagonal prism, by name, it indicates it has got 5 rectangular surfaces and it also has got the 5 edges for the bottom face and 5 edges for the top face. And this is one such pentagonal prism you can see. So these are the edges of the top face, the lateral rectangular surfaces, and this is the bottom face. We have the top center O, bottom center O1. So initially the prism is to be held on HP or made to rest on HP with one of the pentagonal face, that is ABC, A1, B1, C1, D1, such that one of the rectangular faces, say AB, B1, A1, is perpendicular to the VP. So in the top view, if you observe in this position, it is seen as a pentagon, a regular pentagon in the top view, and in the front view you can see this rectangle and these 2 rectangles. Or in other words, you will be seeing the top face as a line, bottom face as a line, and 3 vertical edges. The longer edges also you will be able to see. So let me start the problem by drawing the top view of the prism to the given condition. So I draw the XY line, mark BP and HP to indicate the first angle projection, and this XY line represents the line of intersection of the vertical plane and the horizontal plane. And here the object has to rest with one of the shorter edges normal to VP. So I am going to get a pentagon here, mark a pentagon in the top view, such that this pentagon has one of these shorter edges, say the shorter edge is AB, and that AB is now perpendicular to VP. And the dimensions of these are 30 millimeter side, the shorter edges have, and the height of the solid is given to be 60 mm. So as usual, as in the projection of solids, we are going to mark the center of this by bisecting any 2 adjacent sides of the prism, obtaining O, the center of the bottom face O1 and for the top face O. Let's get the front view, a rectangle as explained to you before. So this is the rectangle you get here. These edges are visible. So you get one more line here. The center axis I am going to mark here, dash dot, dash dot. So this will go here. And this is O dash, the center of the top face. O1 dash is center of the bottom face. This is the bottom face. So this object, the prism, has got a height or length of the axis equal to 60 millimeter. So this is the front view of the solid and this is the top view of the solid. After obtaining the front view and top view to the given dimension, let me number these corners. So this is C, point D, this is E. For the front face, in the front view, this is A dash, B dash, last is D dash, this is C dash and E dash. Similarly for the bottom face, we have got A1 dash, B1 dash, this is C1 dash, E1 dash, the last one is D1 dash. So we have drawn the top and front view of the prism resting with one of the shorter edges normal to VP. So commence the development of the solid. So let us assume that the solid is not cut by any section plane. So in the development you are going to have 5 rectangles as a development to start with height is equal to 60 mm and the width is equal to 30 into 5. 5 is the number of sides, 30 is the size of each shorter edge. So I am going to have this divided into 5 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. All are of equal division and each of them is equal to 30 mm. This is 30 and the overall length is 30 multiplied by, is a pentagonal prism 5 sides, that is 150 millimeter is this width. And this is how you have to mark in the development. Now, let me not mark A, B, C, D anywhere here till I mark the section plane. Friends, he says it is cut by a section plane inclined to HP. So the section plane is going to be inclined to HP. It would be anywhere like this. But the other condition is that it has to pass through one of the shorter edges of the bottom face. So here if you take this as the shorter edge, that is A1 dash, B1 dash, and after getting inclined here at the given inclination, it has to pass through a corner of the top face. Friends, you can see very well, this point represents one of the base edges and this is the corner of the top face. So I should draw a line connecting this A1 dash, B1 dash to D dash, so that divide the solid into two equal parts. So let me mark the section plane like this. So it is going to pass through the bottom face here, bottom edge, and the top corner opposite. So I am going to write the section plane here. So this is a straight line. I will mark the section plane as SES. So this section plane, friends, is inclined to HP at this angle, and if you are interested to find out what angle it makes, you can also find out that, measure this. It is passing through the base edge, cutting the vertical edges C dash E1 dash, E dash E1 dash, and passing through D dash, one of the corners of the top face. These are top face. So after the section plane cuts this, we are going to retain this part, say P, and that portion is to be darkened. The portion that is retained is to be darkened. The sequence I am following is to be followed by every one of you so that you will never go wrong. After the section plane has cut the solid, you are going to throw away this upper part, means this part is thrown out and this triangular portion, what you see here, is retained. Now, I have to start marking in the development the edges AA, BB, CC, etc. And before that, friends, in all the cases of pyramids, prisms, etc., you will have to see whether any of the vertical edges in the front view are removed when the section plane cuts the solid. And it is very obvious in this figure, the vertical edges A dash A1 dash, B dash B1 dash, they are totally removed when this piece is thrown out. Hence, it is very essential that you have to commence the development adjacent to this, starting from the point AA or point BB. So, let me start from A. So, this is A, then comes B, C, D, E, finally it should be A. So, whatever the starting point you have, you should have a similar point at the end. Likewise, for the bottom face, you have got A1 below A, this is B1, C1, D1 below D, and last, this is E here, and the last point is A1. So, we have made the correct decision in marking the starting edge of the development. Now, after marking this, let us take the point where the section plane is cutting the prism. You can see, friends, here, the section plane is passing through A1 and B1 of the bottom face. So, we have to mark a point here. A1 is a point. Similarly, A1 is here. It is also passing through B1 of the bottom face. So, I mark one more point. Next, the same section plane SS is cutting the vertical edge C dash C1 dash and also E dash E1 dash at this point. So I will just draw a horizontal line through that and see where all it is cutting CC and E. So it is cutting CC, the vertical edge here, and again EE is also cutting EE. So I have got 2 more points here, 2 here, 2, 4. Then finally friends, it is not cutting the vertical edge D dash D1 dash, but it is passing through D dash, that is D of the top face. So I am going to get a point here. So after obtaining all these points, the points so obtained are to be joined by straight lines. So I am going to join, I am going to commence from here. I am going to join here this point, then this line, then D to this, again this. And here the complete base is visible here. AA, BB are removed. So I am going to darken this. And when you take the vertical edge CC and EE, this height of the solid is retained on CC and also on EE. This is on CC, this is on EE. They will have the same height. So they have to be marked by dark lines. Finally, the longer edge D dash D1 dash is to be shown because that is available in the part P. And if you observe now friends, the vertical edges A dash A1 dash, B dash B1 dash are removed after the solid is cut. So I am going to show this AA1, BB1 by very thin line. And the portion above this is also removed, this is also removed. When these 3 are removed, this line, it doesn't exist. But you have to retain by showing by very thin line. Finally, here also you can see the line AA is removed completely. So we are not going to have this. When you don't have this line, there won't be any connection between A and E. So friends, let me mark the points. What are the points I got here? I will start from here. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, and again A is 1. 1 coincides with A1 again. So let me transfer these points 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. to the front view. Here D dash coincides with point 3. At point 3 here, on this you have got 2, 4. This point represents 2 and also 4. The base you have got point 1. So this is how you get. And whatever the thing I have shown in color here, friends, that gives you the development of P. I will say this is development of P, the part that is retained after it is being cut by the section plate. So this is the complete solution. And whatever I have shown in color by dark line should be darkened. All these lines like AA1, BB1, this line connecting them, here this line, these are to be retained as a construction part of the development, and this will give you the complete solution of the problem. Friends, I hope you are all happy with the presentation I have made, and if you are convinced and if you feel that this is of advantage to the students learning engineering drawing or engineering graphics, please subscribe and share the information with all your friends known to you. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day.